Hey, Ayurveda Everyday with Talya. This is Talya, and some might say that I should not make a video today when I am this enraged, but I actually think it's the perfect time. So the name of this video is Yes, It Fucking Matters How I Feel. And the reason why I called it that is because, this is really bright, because I looked at the news and I saw that Brett Kavanaugh is still being considered for the Supreme Court, and I just can't fucking believe it. And the message that I'm hearing in that, and the message that I'm receiving from people who also think that any of this is okay, is that how we feel, women feel, doesn't matter. And I am of the opinion that we must create a movement that says, yes, I fucking do. Women fucking matter. Women's lives matter. I'm like, oh, what? So, okay. And I'm also saying this on the tail of breaking up with my boyfriend. And I don't want to say anything negative about him. He has so many wonderful qualities. I love him. I loved him. I still love him. And I had a very abusive father. And so my tolerance for abuse is pretty high because I'm used to it. And abuse, I mean like anger, resentment, just being treated less than what, I don't want to say what I deserve, but less than what feels good. And, physical abuse is really obvious. Mental and emotional abuse and psychic abuse is subtle, and it's fucking pervasive. And that is what's happening with anyone in the Senate saying that having somebody on our Supreme Court who has sexually assaulted women and has a drinking problem is sound in mind, heart, and body to make decisions that will affect every single one of us. And emotional and psychic abuse, in my opinion, is truly what causes long-term damage. So I think that this is psychic terrorism on women, and I am just so pissed. So who cares what I have to say about it? Maybe is what you're thinking. I don't know. Because I teach Ayurveda. I don't teach politics. I don't get into the political realm very often, but where I see this matching up with what we're about in Ayurveda every day, practicing Ayurveda every day, which really is practicing healthy habits and caring about how you feel. Remember what I said a few minutes ago? Fucking matters how I feel. And, being like so strong in that, because where I see this not happening is someone's at a party and somebody else, what are you drinking? Why aren't you drinking alcohol? I'm drinking alcohol. And then it's like this peer pressure, even in your 40s and your 50s, to also be drinking alcohol, which is so ludicrous. But all of these ways that society, Western medicine, family units say that we should be eating, drinking, treating ourselves, paying attention to ourselves, giving ourselves time, taking care of our bodies, taking care of our minds and our hearts. I mean, it still is considered alternative medicine to take care of yourself in a profound way. And I'm going to give just a couple examples. Like I don't know exactly where it comes from, but like is it the USDA? Like, everyone should be eating 5 servings of grain per day. It's like, hello? Like, number one, who can digest that? Even pittas are going to struggle to digest that much grain in one day. And, I'm not against grain. I actually love grains, but not every day, not every meal, certainly not 5 servings a day. And number one, like, it's eating too much. 5 servings of grain a day, but it's also inflammatory. And if you have an inflammatory issue, which you would know if you have indigestion, chronic headaches, migraines, joint pain, an autoimmune disorder, 5 servings of grain is not for you. And where is that coming from? I also have an issue with factory farming being legal. I cannot handle that is legal, and it is so fucking wrong. So I guess my point is, I want to create a movement, and I hope you will join me. You already have if you're in this group, called It Fucking Matters How I Feel. And to not just be saying that about the Brett Kavanaugh thing, but about your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, and not letting anything get in the way of it mattering how you feel, not letting financial stuff get in the way, not letting time issues get in the way, not letting your job get in the way, your kids, your husband, your family, your circumstances. Those are all excuses at the end of the day. And I can say that with confidence because I've had every single one of them myself. But until we, as a movement, decide that we have zero tolerance for abuse of any kind, that includes abusing yourself, saying negative things to yourself. And believe me, I'm guilty of doing this, but I work on it every fucking day. This is my fuck video. I'm just letting myself swear. Shaming yourself, like shaming your body, shaming other people's body, buying into shoulds, like what you should be doing, what you should be eating. I hope none of you ever feel that that's how I'm coming across in our group, because, you know, we all want to know what we should be eating for our body type, but that's not really the right question to be asking. The question to be asking is, what do I need right now? Where am I? What do I feel? And what do I need? And then having the zero tolerance for self-abuse and giving it to yourself. And if you can't give it to yourself in that moment, making a plan for when you can. That is self-care, and that is what this group is about. So thanks for listening to my tirade. I'm just really, I feel sad and I feel frustrated, but I also feel hopeful because I do believe that there are so many women in this group and in my life and in my community who are totally going to stand with me and say, fuck no, it totally fucking matters how I feel. And that goes for my relationships with every man and woman, as well as my relationship to food, my relationship to my self-care, and my relationship to what I allow to enter into my life. If you want to learn more about that kind of living, you should definitely stick with me, because that's what I teach and it's what I do and it's how I live and it's what I'm all about. Again, I'm not perfect, but I am a perfect work in progress. And this is the kind of stuff that I teach in my cleanse program. So my cleanse is starting October 17th. It's called the Rad Cleanse Fall Release. Wasn't really intending on talking about it here, but I am. And starts October 17th. We're getting the sales page up tomorrow. I'm going to send an email about it on Saturday, and then I'll just be blah, blah, blah talking about it for like 10 days. So you'll hear so much about it that you won't want to hear about it anymore. But I hope it's because you joined it and you won't need to hear about it anymore. You'll be like, I don't need to hear. I already joined. I'm smart. I'm taking care of myself. I am saying that I fucking matter, and I'm taking care of my body for the long term, because that's why so many people who practice Ayurveda do seasonal cleansing, because you have to empty out, you have to clear things out to be healthy for the season that's coming ahead. There's no like, it's science, but it's also just energetic, like letting go of what you no longer need. So just one example, because I was talking about this with a client the other day and it really helped her understand. When your colon is backed up, and your colon is one of your primary organs of elimination, especially in fall, when it's backed up, your lungs are backed up. Your respiratory system is backed up as well. Your lungs and your colon, are sister organs. Your digestive system and your respiratory system are sister systems. So if you're backed up in your digestive system, you don't breathe as well. When you don't breathe as well, you don't have as much oxygen going into your blood and your body. When you don't have as much oxygen, you're more inflamed, because oxygen is your number one most powerful anti-inflammatory in the world, more than turmeric, more than anything else that you could eat or drink. And when you're cold, you might get sinus infections, ringing in the ears, respiratory issues. And a lot of these issues will manifest not right now, they'll manifest after the holidays or even during the holidays. So you've really got to get yourself, I mean, you don't have to, but it's so helpful. It's crucial, I think, for long-term health and women who want to feel vital, alive, balanced, healthy, what all of you have said you wanted, to cleanse seasonally. And when you do it in a community like the Rad Cleanse, the cleanse that I lead, it is just so much more supportive, inspiring, and fun. So thanks so much for watching. Thank you for listening to my rant. I feel 100% okay about it. And this is Talya signing off from Ayurveda Every Day with Talya. See you next time.